Christina Resso, thanks for tuning into the video this evening. I hope you all are doing well. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the video. And when I say share, pass it along to your friends. I know your liberal friends may not like it, especially this story about the gubernatorial candidate, Beto O'Rourke. He goes by that name due to being an advocate for illegal immigrants. His real name is Robert O'Rourke. Now, he was given that name by some Mexicans, whether they were illegal or not, several years ago. And I found out about him through news, and especially in particular, a guy by the name of Michael Savage. He was big on radio. Now he has a podcast, and he's quite a riot to be banned from the UK, excuse me, the UK. I'm doing a story on the Ukraine um, this weekend, so that's been on my mind to prepare for that. And he's going against, as the Democrat GOP, no, the Democrat governor, excuse me, going against Governor Abbott. I don't know how that happened. Years ago, he went up against Senator Cruz. Then he tried to run for president, advocating taking away AK-47s and big guns. And it's so interesting how this unknown person from well-known person from El Paso, with the record that he has, criminally, politically, etc. I know none of us are perfect. Yet this person is coming closer and closer to try to make this state blue. Well, he did get the attention of someone, and I don't know if he's using this scandal to help his campaign to get him to win as governor. And the last thing Texas wants is this person to become governor, because as I said before, he's serious about confiscating your guns. Now, you can be passive about it, Texans, if you want to, and not believe me. But again, coming from two liberal states myself, this man is serious. Why you think he's trying over and over and over again? Now, we may not take him seriously when he's talking and he's using his hands, you know, when he speaks in front of people, and he says a lot of things, but not really saying anything, if that makes any sense. But there are people in this state that wants this state to become blue again. But again, back to the story. Now, Energy Transfer, the founder, Kelcy, I think her name is Miller, Stewart, I can't believe this, is suing him for $1 million for slander. He says, and I'll put her last name as a correction in the description box, because I want to get the story correct. He's saying, well, Governor Abbott is getting support through oil companies. So of course this company took offense to that, despite of the billions of dollars that they've earned to make this company successful. Now, this morning, speaking of oil, and I don't drive, my boss comes by my office. I'm one of the first ones there. I'm the second person there. And he says, you're getting off because you don't have to pay for gas prices. Now, I don't know if he was being sarcastic or condescending, probably being more condescending, like, oh, since you don't drive, you're getting off. Well, you know what? You really can't complain to me, especially if you voted for this administration. You get what you get. Everything happens for a reason. I'm not saying no politician, that there are no imperfect politicians. No politician is perfect. None of us is perfect. But because you made this past presidential election personal, now you're suffering more consequences in addition to the higher taxes, in addition to the situation that's going on in Eastern Europe. Not saying it wouldn't have happened under the last two presidents, but and I'll go deeper into this when I do, on my uh, story on Saturday, that, and I said this in my last video as well, why Putin is testing his administration like I can show you better than I can tell you what I can do. Because he wants power. He's a dictator. Ukraine is more of a democracy. They want to be independent. They want to be like the U.S. And, you know, Putin wants to be like the rejected boyfriend, as Megan Kelly said. You don't say no to me. But he had to go over and, blow the folks up. He could have easily spoken to the prime minister to make some type of negotiation and peace if he was that insecure. But he's not the same Putin. It's like he's gotten worse. But again, I've taught Russian students before, they never liked him in the first place. So they know him better than we do because they got to live under his leadership. But the chickens are always coming home to roost with situations like what Beto is going through. Now, I don't wish any harm on the man. It's unfortunate that he's being sued by his people. These people, excuse me, he's saying it's ridiculous, but when you have the slip of the tongue like that in the public's eye, you always or usually triggers somebody. And that was the case in this situation. So it seems like he's got the last laugh. Christina Resso, thanks for listening. Pray for our nation and pray for our brothers and sisters in the persecuted church and our situation between the Middle East, the Afghanistan is the Middle East, yes, Russia and the Ukraine situation. That there is some common ground before it gets worse. Thanks for listening. Talk to you super soon.